So very good afternoon, everyone. This is Bhumi Meda. Today I'm here with the Hush. Huh. Let's begin with the introduction. Robert Frost's poetry is deeply rooted in a rural landscape and human connection with nature. We have this. He's a poem. His works like such as "Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evenings" and Butchie's emphasizes solitude, reflection, and the simplicity of rural life. In today's world, rapid advancement in artificial intelligence and virtual reality and automation are shaping how humans interact with their surroundings. Hypothesis. Robert Frost's poetry, rooted in a rural nostalgia and human connection to nature, contrasts sharply with the post-humanist vision of AI and the digital advancement, highlighting an evolving tension between ecological consciousness and technological alienation in the modern era. Research question: how does Robert Frost's portrayal of rural nostalgia and human nature relationships contrast with the post-humanist perspective on AI and digital transformation, and what does this reveal about contemporary concerns regarding ecological and technological futures? Freud's rural nostalgia. Robert Frost is often regarded as a poet of nature, but his portrayal of rural life is a more than just a cynic description. It reflects a deep philosophical and human concerns. According to Winters, Freud's poetry embodies a nostalgic yet realistic view of nature, capturing its beauty while also acknowledging its isolation and hardship. In poems like Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, so Frost presents nature as a place of a solitude and contemplation, where the speaker pauses to admire the quiet snow covered woods. Frost's rural setting serve as a metaphor for human emotions, decisions, and philosophical reflections. His poetry suggests that nature provides clarity, simplicity, and a space for self reflection, in contrast to the complexity and artificiality of modern life. Nature and humanity in Freud's poetry. So, nature is a comfort. In his poem, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, nature offers peace and solitude, allowing for introspection. In his second famous poem, Butchie's The Bending Trees, symbolizing escape and nostalgia, showing nature as a refuge. Nature's indifference design question whether nature allows a plan or is merely indifferent to human concern. This out highlights how nature and life continue unaffected by human tragedy, challenging anthropocentrism. Freud resists the idea that nature exists for human use, instead depicting it as a force beyond human control. Okay, let's discuss first what is eco-criticism. So, eco-criticism, as I discussed in the article, is a critical approach that examines literature and cultural through an ecological perspective. It seeks to understand how literary texts engage with the environmental concern and reflect human relationships with nature. The article highlights that things like eco-criticism moves beyond traditional literary analysis by incorporating scientific, philosophical, and ethical dimensions to address ecological issues. These are the these example in our syllabus, like a Robert Frost, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evenings, and another one is a Mary Shelley's Frankenstein also, and third one is a Rachel Carson's Silent Spring. Eco-critical perspective. So how eco-critical perspective this directed to Robert Frost, rural nostalgia, and this AI and post-human future. So Robert Frost's poetry often portrays nature as a source of stability and truth, reflecting timeless values that contrast with the uncertainties of human life. According to this Edward J. In Cape Breaston, Frost's depiction of rural landscape serve as a more than just a backdrop. It represents a philosophical anchor, reminding readers to the importance of natural world in shaping human identity and moral understanding. On the other hand, in today's world, technology, AI, and urbanization are distancing people from direct interaction with nature, replacing a real experience with a screen-based digital realities. Robert Frost's poetry, particularly "Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening" and "Birches," serve as a reminder of nature's importance, urging readers to pause and reconnect with the environment. His work challenges the post-human future, advocating for a balance between technological progress and the pres- preservation of our natural bond. AI and post-human future. Post-humanism challenges traditional human identity by suggesting that technology can enhance or replace human experience. With AI, automation, and VR, virtual reality, people are becoming a more digitally connected but physically disconnected from the nature. AI influences decision making and creativity, while VR and robotics simulate uh, natural environments, replacing real world interactions. This shift raises concerns about whether future generations will still value direct contact with nature. In contrast, Frost poetry highlights the authenticity of natural experience, making his work relevant in a discussion about technology's impact on a human identity. These themes, post-humanism, envision a world where AI, robotics, and biotechnology redefine a human existence, potentially making a nostalgia for rural life. And This example, autonomous farming technologies reduce the need for manual labor, changing the rural landscape for cherished. This table created by ChatGPT, comparing Freud's idea with post-humanism. So, nature as a guide for human experience, and here is the AI reshaping a perception of reality. These human emotions tied to the natural world, and machines simulating emotions only, and rural simplicity as a source of wisdom. So, automation replacing human decision making. How the digital disconnect. So because of the AI and VR are creating simulating experience that replace direct connect with nature, making a digital landscapes feel as a real as a physical ones. Posthumanism envision a future where technology enhance or replaces human capabilities, further distancing people from natural environment. AI driven interactions and hyper realistic virtual worlds offer convenience and immersion but risk data detaching people from authentic physical experience with nature. Modern dilemma. Robert Frost's nostalgic vision of nature remain highly relevant today, especially as a climate change accelerates and the world becomes increasingly urbanized. His poetry serves as a reminder of nature's importance, urging humans to reflect on their connection with the environment. At the same time, AI and robotics enhance efficiency and convenience, but risk weakening human nature connections by replacing real world experiences with digital alternatives. Finding harmony between technological progress and ecological preservation is a crucial for ensuring that fraud's call to reconnect with nature does not become absolute. So now conclusion. Robert Frost's poetry remains a powerful reminder of the importance of nature in a human life, offering a contrast to today's technology-driven world. His works encourage reflection, solitude, and a deep connection with the natural environment, values that are increasingly threatened by AI, automation, and posthumanism. As technology reshapes human identity and experiences, the challenges lies in finding a balance between a progress and preservation. The future will be defined by how well We integrate technological advancement while maintaining our connection to the natural world, ensuring that humanity does not lose sight of the authenticity and wisdom found in nature. Here are my references. And yes, thank you so much. You can ask me a question if you have a query.
So, Bhumi, my question is, what is the biggest contrast between frost world and the modern digital age?
Uh, this is the biggest contrast between a frost world and modern digital age. Robert Frost, most of his works is based on nature. So based on nature, and he represents that how human struggle, and he also find quiet moments like walking in a woods and watching the snow and all those things. In contrast, in today's world, uh, shaped by artificial intelligence, social media, and virtual reality, so where people always engage with social media and digital life, and instead of self reflection, they are continuously engage in a social media and digital entertainment and technology. So yes, this is the biggest contrast between frost world and modern digital age.
Bhumi, my question is to you. How does frost connect nature as a human emotion? Can you give an example of frost poem that explore nature's impact on human?
As I mentioned in my presentation, that Robert Frost, most of his works on a based on nature. He's a poem based on nature, and he uses nature as a symbol of human struggle, choices, and human struggle and choices. And I can give an example of this. I take this poem, Butchies, in a swinging on a tree. So it represents a longing for childhood and escape from reality. So yes, that is from my side. Thank you so much.